Okay, I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am, your
visible.
screen is visible.
Okay. Now, last class we started a new topic called acid, bases, and salt. That means we learned about what are acids, what are bases, and what are salts, and we also learned the concept of pH. And we also did some activities to identify which chemicals are acidic and which chemicals are basic. And we do that using uh, different group of chemicals called as indicators. Okay. Now, today's topic is also going to be an extension of the last week topic. So before we jump to the experiment, I would want to quickly revise what we did in the last class. Just give me 1 minute. There's some student who is joining in. Okay. So I will be calling out names of the students who were present last week, and I'll be asking them questions, and they will be then answering them. And those who were not present in the last class, listen out to what your fellow students are answering, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me. All right. Okay. So Sonal, I want you to explain what are acids and what are the properties of acids.
Ma'am, acids are a thing where it causes a change. It's sometimes harmful and sometimes it's fine. Acids are like where it has like citric acid is an acid,
Okay.
and then the
Okay. But if I have a chemical in front of me, it is transparent, it looks just like water. If I want to find out whether it is an acid or a base, how will I find out? Not using indicators, just by looking at it, feeling it, smelling it. How will it, what will be the experience?
ma'am, such as vinegar. Vinegar is it looks like water, but it has like a smell which doesn't smell like water. It smells kind of acidic.
Okay. So the smell is little like, you can't smell acid for a longer time. You feel a little bit of irritation when you smell it. Okay. So that is
Yes,
one
yes.
property of acid. What else? How does an acid taste?
Ma'am, acid taste start.
Sour. It will taste sour. Okay. And what happens if you like, drop acid on your skin? What will happen?
Ma'am, it would either sometimes some acids cause irritation and some acids can also burn your skin.
Okay. Can you give me an example of an acid released by one of the insects which causes irritation onto our skin?
The ant venom.
The ant.
Ma'am, formic acid.
Yeah, formic acid. And it is given out by which insect?
Ant.
And
By
And
ants. Okay. All right. Now I want Samit to explain me what is base, and I want Samit also to tell me what are the properties of base.
Okay, so bases are they react with acids. Their properties are that they aren't they don't harm you. They aren't like harming like acids. If some of them come, they might hurt your skin, but bases don't. Uh, and they have a higher pH level,
Okay. How are they to
which
touch?
is when you touch them, they are and when you if you taste them, they are a bit
ma'am, can I tell?
uh, blandish, bland.
The
Ma'am, they are
bland. Okay.
soapy to touch.
Yeah,
Ma'am, and they are bitter to taste.
they're bitter to taste. Okay. All right. Now I want Atharva to explain me what is salt.
Ma'am, a salt is a mineral.
Okay. But
Mineral
in this
salt.
context, in the context of acids and bases, what do you mean by salt?
Ma'am, in this context, ma'am,
How is a salt formed?
uh,
Mm.
Okay.
ma'am, can
Yeah.
I tell?
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, salts are formed when bases and acids react.
Acids and bases react. Okay. All right. Now I want. mm, who will answer? Harshini is left to answer, right? So Harshini, I want you to explain me what is pH.
Ma'am, pH is a number from 0 to 14 which determines if it's an acid, base, or salt or neutral.
Okay. And what is the full form? What do you understand by the term pH?
Miss, I know.
It
Yeah,
means power of hydrogen
Hydrogen.
ion in any solution.
in any solution. Okay.
Ma'am, it is the scale by which you can measure the strength of an acid or alkali.
Acid or an alkali. So alkali is another name for base. Okay. Now, my next question is, anybody can answer, okay? Do all the solutions, do all the chemicals, everything has a pH, or pH is confined to only certain group of chemicals?
Ma'am, only
Ma'am,
certain group of
certain group.
chemicals.
Only
Certain group.
certain group.
For example, which group?
Ma'am, liquids. Well, solutions only.
What kind of solutions?
Ma'am, acidic, basic, and neutral.
No. Mm, Yeah, so uh, that is the type of solution. What I'm asking is, when you have to determine pH of anything, will you be able to determine pH of everything? No. pH will be, pH, you will be able to measure pH only for certain types of chemicals. Yes, depending upon the pH, they are acid, bases, and salt. But what is that group of chemicals called for which you can measure the pH? Or give me examples of liquids for which you cannot measure the pH. For which items you can't measure the pH?
Ma'am, water.
You
Ma'am, water.
can measure. Water is neutral, right? So you can see in this picture also. Pure water is neutral. So of course we can measure. pH is 7. So the
Ma'am, turmeric
pH,
solution.
which solution? Turmeric solution?
Yes, ma'am.
No, turmeric will not have a pH. Water has a pH. So the turmeric solution will also have a pH. Okay. So the chemicals
Ma'am, but
for
turmeric
which,
solution helps in
correct,
finding pH, right?
correct. See, turmeric is an indicator. When you are mixing it with water, you are making it, you are giving it a state by which we can use it as an indicator. Okay. But if you want to measure the pH of turmeric water, like turmeric is just a what do you say, a pigment which is dissolved, a colored pigment which is dissolved in water. It is not going to change the property of water, right? So water will still show the same pH. The indicator in from the turmeric solution, the indicator part role is played only by turmeric, not by the water. Water we are adding just to bind the turmeric particles so that it can show the color properly when it is added to an acid or a base. Okay. So see, turmeric water is a physical mixture. You all know what is physical mixture and chemical mixture, right? Physical mixture is they are just mixed with each other. They have not reacted. So it is a physical combination of water and turmeric. So both of them will still contain their original properties. Original chemical properties are not changing. So still, if you will try to measure the pH, it will show the pH of water. Okay. So the group of chemicals for which you can't measure the pH is something like oil, petrol, or alcohol. Okay. So any
Impure water.
solution which is made, no, all types of water, any solution which is made using water, you can measure the pH. Where there is no water, you can't measure the pH. Like water, petrol, diesel, they don't have water. So you can't measure the pH of these chemicals.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Is that clear? Okay. Now, Atharva,
Yes, ma'am.
is it breaking for everyone? Am I not audible?
Yes, ma'am. It's breaking.
Yes, ma'am, it's
Ma'am, you're
kind of
audible, but
breaking.
it's
Am
breaking
I
a
audible
little.
to everyone? It is breaking.
Yes. No, ma'am. Now it's clear.
Now it's clear. Yeah, it's because my phone was lying on the headphones. All right. So, Atharva, I want you to explain what
Ma'am, your
is
voice
an
is breaking
indicator.
again.
Ma'am, your voice
Example.
is breaking.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
your voice is
Is it
breaking.
breaking?
Again, ma'am, it's breaking.
Is it still breaking?
Ma'am, and now not only your voice is breaking, but your full screen is lagging. It's, ma'am, I think you should go near to your internet router or something.
Is it so? Just my check it. Give me one moment. Until then, Atharva, I want you to
Yes, ma'am, it's
answer.
fine, ma'am. You can take your time.
Yeah, Atharva, I want you to answer what are indicators, what are types of indicators, and I want you to give examples of each type of the indicator.
Each. Uh,
What are
ma'am,
indicators
there
is my
are
first question.
ma'am, indicators help you find the pH level of any solution, as you said, solution with water.
Okay.
So, ma'am, a few types of pH are, ma'am, litmus paper,
Okay.
ma'am, liquid pH is like a universal indicator.
Okay.
Ma'am, another one is turmeric paper,
Okay.
this
Okay.
pH paper
So,
itself,
so
and
you gave me 3, 4 examples, Atharva. Can you
yes,
group
ma'am.
them into higher categories? Can you group these indicators into some categories?
Ma'am, as in, I
As
didn't
in,
quite get it.
see, for example, you say that there are pure elements and there are impure elements. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you group them into categories. Can you group
Ma'am,
indicators
natural
into two?
and artificial.
Natural and artificial, ma'am.
Not artificial, they are called synthetic. Okay, so
Synthetic.
there are natural indicators and there are synthetic indicators. So last class we did activities with turmeric indicator, red cabbage indicator, and
And
hibiscus
hibiscus
as an,
indicator.
yeah, and hibiscus as an indicator. Okay, so I want Samit and Harshini and Sonal to share what was the color of the indicator, what was the change in color in each of the type of indicators. So Samit will talk about turmeric,
The
Sonal will,
cabbage. Ma'am, please, can I talk about the cabbage? The
okay,
hibiscus
okay, so
extract.
Samit, you can talk about cabbage.
The hibiscus extract.
You want to talk
Ma'am, I
about
want to
cabbage?
talk about turmeric.
The, I'll talk about the hibiscus extract.
Ma'am, can
Okay,
I take
Samit, come on.
cabbage?
Okay, so
Uh,
in the hibiscus extract, with the
hmm,
acids, it turned green. It was
okay,
originally purple, and with the bases, it turned a little bit reddish. And with
okay,
the neutral, it stayed as it is. It was
uh, as the
purple.
same color.
Same.
Okay, that was hibiscus. Now, who wants to go for red cabbage? Sonal, do you want to go for red cabbage as an indicator?
Ma'am, I didn't try red cabbage that much, so I don't have that much experience.
Okay. All right. So
Ma'am,
which?
can I do red cabbage?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Ma'am, for red cabbage, some of them turned red, some of them turned about bluish purple,
Mm-hmm.
and one lemon, my hand wash turned yellow.
Turned yellow.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And what happened with turmeric? Who is going to talk about turmeric?
Ma'am, can I?
Yeah.
Ma'am, for the soda and turmeric, it turned red.
Okay.
For the vinegar turmeric, it stayed the same.
Okay.
The turmeric it stayed yellow, and then for shampoo and turmeric, it stayed the same as well.
Okay. So that means the turmeric indicated red color when it was added to a base, and it did not give any color change in case of neutral and acid. Okay. So this is what we did in the last session. Now we are going to go and learn about one more natural indicator, and the another concept that we'll be doing today is neutralization reaction. Okay. So I will quickly go to the slide that we are going to do today. So you all have solutions of baking soda ready with you?
Ma'am, solution as in water and baking soda, right?
Yeah. So of all the baking soda that you have, take 1/4 of what you have in another small bowl. Add little bit of water. Only I would say only 1 spoon of water into it. Make a concentrated solution and bring a white paper and bring an earbud. Okay. Get all these things ready.
Ma'am, white paper.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, what should we get? We should get white paper and
White paper, earbud, and of the baking soda that you all are having, 1/4 of it you
ma'am.
separate in a small bowl
Ma'am,
and
what type
add
of
one.
earbud?
Sorry,
What type of earbud?
the cotton earbuds that you all use.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, and take 1/4 of baking soda in another small bowl. Add 1 spoon of water to it and make a solution using the earbud.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
and all of you all, please turn your videos on so I can see what you all are doing.
Miss, I can't turn my video on because I'm traveling.
Yeah, Samit, you're okay. I know you're traveling.
Ma'am?
Namrita, for this particular activity, you don't need vinegar, so you can try this activity. There was one more item which was missed in the list. We also wanted a beetroot. Okay, so we are going to do half the activity and keep it ready. You all can buy beetroot after the class and you can complete the rest of the activity. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I don't really have earbuds, so
You
what
can
else can
use
I
a
use?
paintbrush. You can use a paintbrush.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I took this much of baking soda. Is this fine?
I really can't see it here. Just give me a minute. That's how much? About 3-4 pinches. Yeah, that should be enough. That should be enough. Just add 1 spoon of water to it and mix
Yes,
it
ma'am.
properly.
Ma'am?
Yes.
How do you need beetroot? Like,
We
no,
need
big
we
one?
need
Just normal or is it in juice?
no,
Extract?
normal solid one. You don't need to
Should we
extract
remove the
anything.
skins and all and cut it into pieces?
No, so what you can do is you can leave the skin as it is, and you can make, about, say, half a inch thick slices.
Okay, ma'am.
And you will need at the max 2 to 3 slices. You don't need more.
Ma'am, we need it right now.
Ma'am.
No, if you see, we will do the activity. We will have to, set the activity to dry and then use beetroot. So we'll do the activity, half of it, and you can use the beetroot whenever you have it at your place.
Ma'am, I actually have beetroot. Can I get it?
Yeah, go and get it.
Yes, ma'am.
Those who have it can
Ma'am,
bring
what should
it.
we do?
Okay.
Ma'am, what should we do with?
Yeah, that much is okay, Harshini. Yes, Sonal?
Ma'am, what should we do with the
Water solution. Okay, is everyone ready with the soda water solution and paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I want you to use the earbud or the paintbrush, dip it in the soda solution, and I want you all to write something on the piece of paper. Okay, you can write your name, you can write your whatever you want, any secret message. Don't make it too big. Yeah.
Ma'am, is this baking soda okay?
Is that baking powder or soda, Harshini?
Soda, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so please turn your cameras on. Atharva, Sonal here, all of y'all, and others also. Please turn your videos on. I want you all. So after every alphabet, I want you all to dip the earbud or paintbrush into the soda and write it so that you get concentrated soda solution throughout.
Ma'am, is it fine if there are still particles of the baking soda in it?
Yeah, absolutely fine. They can remain on the paper. Okay, once you have written whatever you want message on the paper, you can let the paper dry completely. Okay, you can leave it undisturbed till it dries completely. All the water will evaporate. Yeah, Harshini.
Ma'am, do we write it with beetroot?
No, you have to write it with the soda solution.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, what about the others? Naitik.
Ma'am, it's becoming purple.
What? The soda solution?
Yes, ma'am. When it's drying, it's like leaving some purple spots on the paper.
Yeah, but that's not what we want. So it's okay. Let it turn whatever color it wants to. Okay, Naitik, Rehmat, Shrutika, Salim, all of y'all, I want your videos on. Are you all doing the activity? Okay. All right. So if you have written it on the paper, you can leave the paper aside and we move on to the next activity till this dries. Okay, whatever message you write on the piece of paper, write it sensibly because you're going to show it to everyone in the class. Yes, that type of slice is okay, Harshini. But you don't need to use it now. Just leave it aside.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So let's move on to the next activity. Okay. Next, we are going to see what is neutralization. Okay. What do you understand by neutral? We discussed it in the last class. What is neutral?
Ma'am, a solution which is neither base nor an acid.
Yes, a solution which is neither acid nor a base is called neutral solution. So what do you think is the term neutralization? What do you think it means?
Ma'am, to make solution neutral. Ma'am, to make
To turn an acid or a base neutral.
Yes, to
Ma'am,
turn.
when two items
are mixed, they become neither the first one nor the second one.
Correct. So to make the acid or the base neutral, okay. Now acids and bases are something which have, like, opposite properties. All right. So we try to mix them so that when they chemically combine with each other, they become neutral. Okay. Last class, I gave you all an example of HCl and NaOH. Do you all remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just write that example for you again and I'll show it to you. What does it form? HCl plus NaOH forms what?
Ma'am, sorry, water
Water.
Yeah,
and
so
salt.
is my screen, is my board visible to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
ma'am.
Yeah, so HCl plus NaOH forms a salt called NaCl and it forms water. Now, this is a neutralization reaction. Okay, that means on the ingredient side, you have one acid and one base, and in the product side, you have a salt and you have water. This type of reaction is called a neutralization reaction. Okay, at the what do you say, as a product of neutralization reaction, there are always two components, only two components. One is a salt and one is water. Okay. Now, how do we do neutralization? We see, we physically mix them, but say for example, you have about you have a bottle of acid which is about 5 ml, and you have a bottle of base which is about 5 ml, and if you mix both of them, do you think that solution which you're going to get will be neutral?
Ma'am, it will be dependent on
Yes.
the pH of that.
pH of the solution. So you cannot randomly mix acid and base. Okay. To make it neutral, you need to actually measure. What do you measure? One, what is the volume of acid and base? And second, what is the concentration of acid and base? That means concentration means how strong the acid is or how strong the base is. For example, if I have extremely diluted hydrochloric acid, okay, and I have very, very concentrated NaOH, okay, then I will need more diluted hydrochloric acid and less amount of NaOH to become neutral. You getting me? The same
Yes,
way,
ma'am.
Yes, miss.
yeah, so the neutralization process is not physically mixing two things. So while we mix, two important things that we have to remember is what is the concentration, how concentrated are the solutions, and what is the volume. Okay, if they are equally concentrated, then the same equal volume will make it neutral. But if the concentration is different for the acid and the base, then the amount of the one which is weak in concentration will be more to neutralize. Am I making sense? Do you all understand what I'm saying?
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, generally, we carry out this neutralization reaction in 11th standard when we study chemistry. Okay. Now, what we do is we carry out a process called titration. Okay. Atharva, do you remember we had performed titration in the lab last year?
Ma'am, titration. I don't remember, ma'am.
You don't remember. Okay.
Ma'am, what
So
was in the process?
you remember there was a burette, a tall thing attached to a clamp?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
I remember
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Yes. So the process of neutralizing two liquids with same concentration and with equal volume, the process is called titration process. Okay. It is a method. Now, how do we find out that the solution has become neutral? So someone rightly said right now that we need to find out the pH of the solution which is formed. Okay. Now imagine that you have acid. Now look at this picture. Okay. I'll just turn the laser. Now look at this picture. Now imagine that in this container, first you have taken base. Okay, you've taken 10 ml of base. Now from one test tube, you are adding acid into it. Okay, how will you test at what point the solution has become neutral? Will you add one drop of acid and test the pH over and over again till it becomes neutral? That will be too time consuming. It will be too tedious a task, right? So what we do is we use indicators which are in the solution form. Okay, now these indicators, for example, one of those indicators is called phenolphthalein. Okay, phenolphthalein is an indicator. It's a chemical indicator which turns pink when it is added to base and which is transparent in neutral and acid. It appears just like water. Only when it comes in contact with a base, it turns pink. Okay, so what we do is in the in the conical flask, we have added say we have acid in the conical flask and we add base. So now to the acid we have already added our phenolphthalein. So the first step is, in one container take acid and add phenolphthalein to the acid. So there is no color change. Okay, when you add phenolphthalein to acid, it remains colorless. Now go on adding base little by little. Okay, until when you will add, till the time you see that the solution has turned into a mild pink color. You understanding what I'm saying? So the solution initially,
Yes.
or it is getting difficult, so I'll draw it on the board if you can see it here. Okay, so initially in my conical flask I have acid. Okay, as an indicator I have added phenolphthalein.
Ma'am, can you put your board a little up? Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have a conical flask. In the conical flask, I have taken acid and I have added phenolphthalein to it. Okay. Now what I do, I have a test tube. Okay. And from the test tube, I'm adding base. Okay. I will go on adding little bit base at a time. I will not pour the entire thing. I will go on adding little bit at a time. And till what time I will add? Till I get, see, initially this liquid is transparent. Okay, there's no color. And I will add base till the time this liquid turns pink. You're getting me? So the color change of the liquid is an indicator that the solution has become neutral. Understood? Or no?
Understood, ma'am.
Understood? Okay. Now, actually, the neutralization process is just one step before. So, pink color minus one step is when the neutralization has taken place. The pink color will come when the base is little higher than the acid. But we cannot find out that pink minus one step. So for us, the neutralization reaction has completed when we get the pink color. Okay? Is this
Yes,
clear to
ma'am.
everyone? All right.
Yes.
Now we will see what are the types of neutralization. See, now in this picture, you'll see that one beaker is acid, okay, which is colorless, okay, and one beaker is base, which is also colorless. But when you mix both of them and there is phenolphthalein, and when the neutralization takes place, the phenolphthalein will turn pink in color, okay. All right. So before we jump to the experiment, this neutralization reaction, there are 4 combinations. Okay. I want you all to write it down. I'm going to dictate it. I want you all to write the 4 reactions that I'm dictating in your notebooks. Okay. The first combination is when the acid is strong acid and base is a strong base. So what you can write, you can say number 1, strong acid plus strong base is equal to, write it down. strong acid plus strong base is equal to neutral salt plus water. Okay. The example of this type is NaOH plus. So if you have written acid, first write HCl plus NaOH. HCl is a strong acid. NaOH is a strong base. So the result is NaCl plus H2O. Okay. Have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the second
This
case is
HCl plus NaOH is equal to what and
NaCl,
water?
NaCl plus H2O.
HCl.
Yeah. Now the second case is when your acid is a strong acid and base is a weak base. Okay. So how do we write that? Strong acid plus weak base. Strong acid plus weak base gives, matlab is equal to an acidic salt plus water. Acidic salt plus water. Okay. And the example of this type is HCl, which is a strong acid, hydrochloric acid, plus ammonium hydroxide. Do you all know what is the chemical formula for ammonium hydroxide? Anybody knows what is the chemical formula for ammonium hydroxide?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so it is NH4OH. NH4 is for the ammonium group and OH is the hydroxide group. Okay, NH4OH is ammonium hydroxide. It gives ammonium chloride, NH4Cl plus water. Okay, so ammonium chloride in this case is an acidic salt. Okay, now the third category. When we have,
Ma'am,
yeah.
can you repeat the example once?
Yeah, it's called HCl plus NH4OH. That is hydrochloric acid plus ammonium hydroxide gives ammonium chloride plus water, NH4Cl.
Ma'am, can you repeat the whole thing again?
The example?
No, ma'am, the second
Okay.
category.
The second category is strong acid plus weak base is equal to acidic salt plus water. Strong acid plus weak base is acidic salt plus water. Example is HCl plus NH4OH gives NH4Cl plus water. So into brackets, if you all want to write the name of the chemical, it is ammonium hydroxide.
Ma'am, can you repeat the
example? It's HCl, hydrochloric acid, plus NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide. Should I write it in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
HCl, okay, I'm writing it. HCl plus NH4OH gives NH4Cl plus water. So you all write the numbers properly. Yeah? Here the H is capital. Okay. So this is the second example. Now let's move to the third category. The third category is weak acid plus strong base. Can you all guess what the product will be? Weak acid plus strong base.
Ma'am,
Basic salt.
Basic salt.
Basic salt.
basic salt?
Basic salt plus water. Yes. Okay, and I'm writing the example here in the chat box, so y'all can copy it down. So which acid is this? CH4COOH?
Ma'am, I think it is vinegar.
Yeah, it is acetic acid, vinegar. Okay.
Ma'am, vinegar.
Yeah. So acetic acid plus NaOH gives sodium acetate. That is the name of the salt. Sodium acetate plus water. Okay. Now the last category is weak acid plus weak base. Weak acid plus weak base, it gives a neutral salt plus water.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Weak acid plus weak base gives neutral salt plus water. Okay. And the example is acetic acid plus ammonium hydroxide. NH4OH gives ammonium acetate plus water. This is the example of the fourth category.
Ma'am, can you write it in the chat?
Yeah, I've written it. CH3COOH plus NH4OH gives ammonium acetate plus water.
Ma'am, my baking soda thing turned into transparent.
It turned transparent, right? That's what we want. That's precisely what we want here.
Ma'am, and some like one letter is white.
That's okay. Eventually, when it'll all dry, it'll all become the same. Okay, so have you written all these 4 types of neutralization reactions with examples? Have you all written that?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yeah, so
Yes,
today
ma'am.
what we are going to do, so what happens is, depending on which type of neutralization reaction it is, the type of indicator that is used is decided. For example, for the first case, when the acid is strong and the base is strong, that time generally phenolphthalein is used as an indicator. Okay. But for other cases, because what happens is the neutral solution, the salt which is formed, it is not neutral in all cases. You saw that. Okay. So depending upon the pH range of the solution which is formed after mixing, we need to use an indicator which fits in that particular pH range. Okay. So see, in case if the output, like if the salt is a basic salt, okay, so and the base was a strong base, if you use phenolphthalein, in all cases it is going to remain pink, whether the pH is 7.1 or the pH is 14, the phenolphthalein will always remain pink. So to identify that, we use very particular indicators for each of these types of reaction. Okay. Today what we are going to do is we will be carrying out the third example. We will be doing the acetic acid plus NaOH, that particular reaction. Okay. So Nicola ma'am is going to show you how the setup looks like, and you all can try out the same thing. Nicola ma'am will be demonstrating using phenolphthalein, and you all will be doing the same thing using turmeric. Okay. So I'll just spin the screen to Nicola ma'am, see how ma'am is doing it, and then we all perform. Nicola ma'am, are we ready? Yep. Okay.
I'll be doing it with phenolphthalein, but then I'll be showing it with the turmeric one. That time they can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is hydrochloric acid, this is phenolphthalein, and this is water. We have to add a base, that is sodium hydroxide. Okay.
See, ma'am is
So
showing the type 1 of neutralization reaction, the strong acid and strong base one.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
the screen is not visible.
You keep yourself pinned to KitUKate lab. See, ma'am has
so I'm
taken.
adding sodium hydroxide. And I have to stir it till it dissolves.
Ma'am, your video is paused.
Yeah, I know the video is paused, but okay, now I think it's working.
Is it?
Nicola, ma'am, the video is paused. Yeah, now it is visible. Now it is visible.
Now?
Yeah, it is visible.
Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have made a basic solution now because I have added sodium hydroxide to water. Okay, so this is sodium hydroxide solution. Now what I'll do, I'll add an indicator called phenolphthalein.
See what
Can you all
happens?
see this?
Yeah, see what happens when ma'am adds phenolphthalein to the base. See the color. Can you all see it?
Can you all see the color?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, but the screen has frozen.
What is the color?
Ma'am, it
Ma'am,
is
your video
pink.
is frozen.
Pink.
Ma'am, it's pink.
Ma'am, pink.
Okay. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
it
miss.
is.
Is
Yes,
everyone
ma'am.
being able to see or is it frozen?
Ma'am, your
Okay.
screen is kind
This
of
So see,
frozen.
I'll be adding
It
phenolphthalein
is
and
frozen.
okay. Let me log out and log in again.
Yeah.
There's some issue with the network.
Okay, so did you all observe when ma'am added phenolphthalein to the base, it turned a bright pink color. Okay. Now we will observe when ma'am will add HCl, the acid, strong acid to it, how it becomes neutral from a strong base to neutral, how it happens. Okay. We'll see that.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
when will we do the beetroot experiment?
We'll be doing it immediately after this activity.
Okay, ma'am, because I don't know where I wrote that the words.
No problem. You can rub the beetroot on the entire sheet of paper. In fact, in the meantime, till ma'am is, joining back again, for those for whom the paper is dry and they have the beetroot, they can rub the beetroot on the place where they have written something with the baking soda solution. Hia and Harshini, I think both of y'all have. Y'all can try it. Here, you want to show what you're doing?
Ma'am, I'll do it and then I'll show.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'll show it and I'll do it and then show it.
No problem. Nicola ma'am is here. She had joined, right? Let's see. Okay, ma'am is here. Let's see the activity now.
Ma'am, can I show
Yes.
it?
Did you see the secret message? Yes, see, next time you can send a letter, secret letter to your friends, your best friends, right? Using this message. Why did this happen here? Can you guess? Okay, Nicola ma'am is here. Let's see the experiment and let's move ahead, okay? All right.
So, can you all see the color change now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll add hydrochloric acid.
See, the color is becoming fainter and fainter when she's adding acid. Okay? See, can you see the color?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, light pink.
Yes. Okay?
Ma'am, it's almost like water.
Yeah, it's almost like water, but there is a faint pink color. Now, when we do titration, this particular point where we get the faint pink color, it's very, very important because this is when the solution is very close to the neutral point. Okay? Either a few drops more of base or a few drops more of acid will make the solution completely neutral. Okay? So when we do titration, generally what happens is we add a large volume in the beginning, and once we achieve this mild pink color, we go on adding the solution drop by drop so that we get that exact reading of what volume of acid is added or what volume of base is added. Okay? Yes, now we will see with turmeric how does it work.
Yeah. So y'all can all try it.
Ma'am, mine is kind of messy.
Sorry?
Ma'am, the one I did is kind of messy.
So that means wasn't it completely dry? No, it is visible, Harshini. I can see H. Okay, let's see this activity.
I don't hide.
Okay, we can see only the H. Now see, Nicola ma'am is doing the second activity, which you all also have to repeat.
Yeah. So first of all, you all need to take water. Okay, you all will add baking soda to it. So then you add the baking soda, and it should be a concentrated solution. Okay, it should not be a dilute solution. Okay, so we make baking soda solution. Now what we'll do, what is baking soda? Is it an acid or a base?
Ma'am, it's a base. Ma'am, it's
It's
a
a base.
Yeah, it's a base. So now we will add turmeric, which is an indicator, okay? The turmeric also, you'll have to make it a thick solution. You don't have to make it very, very dilute, okay? It has to be a very thick solution, concentrated one. So then you add turmeric. Can you see the color?
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
yellow
Orangish.
or is it partially red, orangish? Yes.
Ma'am, it's reddish
Okay.
and orange.
Yeah. You can see the color, right? It is not completely yellow. It is not the color of turmeric. It's a bit reddish.
Should we, ma'am, should we put it in a paper?
What? So, can you see the solution? It is reddish. Now what we will do, we will add vinegar to it. Can you see the color, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Observe the beaker closely, okay? The color change will happen inside the beaker. So keep observing the colors of the beaker.
So now I'm adding acetic acid, that is vinegar to it.
What happened to the
Ma'am, I
color?
don't have vinegar.
No problem. Those who don't have can watch and do the experiment later. What happened to the color in the beaker? Is it still red?
Ma'am, it's
No,
changed.
turmeric.
No.
It's like
No, ma'am.
turmeric. Why is it like turmeric?
Ma'am, like turmeric. So
Why? Why
Yeah, it
has
is
it changed color? Why has it changed color?
Ma'am, because the solution is
Ma'am,
neutral.
because vinegar and acid was added to it, ma'am. So it's
Yeah,
returning
because
back
the
to its
solution
normal
is neutral. The solution is neutral, so the color and turmeric remains yellow and neutral. Yes.
Ma'am, I made the solution of baking soda and water, and then I need to
Okay.
add turmeric solution, right?
Turmeric to it. So come on, all of y'all who are doing this activity, I want your videos on. And your camera should be focusing on the experiment. Okay. Now, do you all know this baking soda vinegar? There is one more fun activity we do with it. What is it called?
Ma'am, we create carbon dioxide.
We create carbon dioxide. So you all saw when ma'am was adding it, she had kept it a little tilted and she has kept it away from her because the carbon dioxide bubbles will come up. Okay. Try to do it in transparent containers so we can see the color.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
this
Sona?
is my paper. What should I do next?
Which paper? The one with
The
where
paper.
you have written?
Yeah, ma'am.
So do you have beetroot, Sonal?
No, ma'am.
So you leave it aside, okay? And whenever you go to market next, bring a beetroot, cut a slice of it and rub it on the paper. You'll be able to see the message that you've written.
Ma'am, can you use turmeric?
Yeah, you can use turmeric also, but the entire paper will turn yellow and the alphabets will appear in red. Okay?
Ma'am, it's fine.
Yeah, you'll first do this vinegar activity, then you do the paper activity. So first add baking soda solution into a transparent glass, then add turmeric solution to it. And after that, you add vinegar. And observe the color.
This color.
Which color is that here?
Ma'am, it's kind of dark orange.
Okay. Now add vinegar to it here.
Yes.
Atharva, why is your video off? And what about other
1 second,
students?
ma'am. Just
Yeah,
1
no
second.
problem. Yes, Atharva. What about the other students? Are you all not doing the activity?
Ma'am, when in the baking soda solution, When I added the turmeric, it turned red.
It turned red. Okay.
And
now add vinegar to it. Add little by little. Those who have very less solution, add very little vinegar. Otherwise, your neutralization will not happen and it will become acidic.
Ma'am, can there be particles in this as well? Baking soda
It
particles?
can, because the turmeric particles will be suspending in the liquid. So it will be there.
Ma'am, it's like, ma'am, it's becoming like when the water boils, ma'am, the bubbles come.
Yeah,
So,
that's because carbon dioxide gas is produced when vinegar and acetic acid is mixed. Vinegar and baking soda is mixed. Yes.
Ma'am,
The
I
color
added
changed
baking
back to
soda.
yellow, right,
yeah,
Sonal?
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, it changed back to yellow. It is visible, very clearly visible. Yes, Harshini. Yes, here for you also it is faintly
Ma'am,
yellow.
I added a little bit of.
Yes, it is faintly yellow here. Very good. Come on, Harshini. Your solution is red now.
Ma'am, I added baking soda and a little bit of
Turmeric.
turmeric. My turmeric
Okay.
is like this.
Okay, no problem. Now add vinegar to
Ma'am?
it. Yes.
Now I'm putting the turmeric on my paper.
Okay. Try to put it like throughout the paper so you'll be able to see the color difference. Yes, here I can see it.
Ma'am, mine started
Ma'am, you saw
bubbling
mine, right?
after I added a little bit of vinegar.
What happened,
Ma'am,
Atharva?
you saw mine, right?
No, you never said that you're starting. I was waiting for you. Okay, we couldn't see you. Can you do it again?
ma'am, this
Is it
was
possible?
the color when I
Ma'am, we're actually out.
Ma'am, this is mine.
Oh, no
Ma'am,
problem.
I'll just
this
tell you what happened. It was
Ma'am,
first
ma'am.
it turned red and then now it's yellow. I'll just show you.
Okay. Yes,
Ma'am,
now
this
now
was
it's
the
looking as
color.
if it is turmeric solution.
Ma'am, this
Yes,
was
ma'am. And it just squeezed out of random. So
Okay, okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Sonal. See, all of y'all see this, okay? Sonal had written it with baking soda. Now she colored it with yellow. She did not have beetroot, so she colored it with turmeric and her name appears in red. Very good, Sonal. Okay, Harshini,
Ma'am,
have you
this was the
added vinegar?
color.
Yes, ma'am, it started to bubble.
It started to bubble and it has become yellow in color again from red.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This bubbles that you see is carbon dioxide gas. Okay, here you were saying something. I can't hear you. You're mute.
Ma'am, this was the color when I added turmeric to, baking soda, and then it turned like this when I
Oh.
added vinegar.
Okay. So it has become light yellow. Earlier it was
Yes,
dark.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So did you all understand the neutralization process?
Yes,
And you all
ma'am.
also learnt what are the types of neutralization reaction. Okay. So these are the two activities that we had for today. Next session also we are going to be learning something more about acids and bases. But before
Ma'am,
we
what are
close,
Ma'am,
yeah,
what
before
about the
we close,
questions?
questions I will be checking at the end of this chapter. Okay, but before we close,
Ma'am, what?
I want to.
Ma'am, can you take the questions of last time's?
Yes. I'll be sending it to all of you all. Okay, I'll be sending the questions to all of you. Now, see, I want you all to know that this neutralization, we do it on a daily basis also. It happens with us. Whenever we feel acidic, we have an antacid. You all know we have ENO when we have acidity. So ENO is a base and you have acids inside you. So the base goes inside and it neutralizes the acid. That's why you feel relieved when you have an antacid or ENO. Okay, so that is the neutralization which you do. Now, sometimes whenever you get an ant bite or a bee sting, we rub baking soda on it. We know whenever we get an ant bite, it is a formic acid which is causing the irritation. So we rub our skin with little bit of baking soda and the irritation stops, because you are neutralizing the formic acid with baking soda. Okay, so neutralization is not only performed in the laboratory, but it happens inside our body also, and we also encounter it in our lives. Okay, so this was all about neutralization. I will be sharing the questions which we asked in the last class, and next week will be the last session for pH. So all of you all be present. We are going to be doing something really interesting. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I tried it. The
Yes,
way
Harshini.
Sonal tried it, and I got this.
Wow, very nice. All of y'all can try this. Now see, like turmeric we had already seen, okay? Try with beetroot also, because the way beetroot indicator works is little different than the red cabbage or the hibiscus. So beetroot is also a natural indicator. Okay? So whenever you all can get beetroot, you all can try it out.
Okay, ma'am.
And there is one more thing. What you all can do is you can try the same thing with lemon, with you know, the citric acid in lemon. So you all can find out that activity and do it and show it to me in the next class. There is a similar activity of invisible message using lemon. So you all perform that activity and show it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
See you in the next class. Bye bye.
Ma'am, how can we
Bye,
get
ma'am.
the activity? Ma'am, where can we get that?
Google it.
How to know?
Google it. Okay. All right. Bye bye, all of you. Have a
Bye,
good day.
ma'am. Have a nice day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Excuse
Yes,
me.
here you are asking something?
Ma'am, can you please send the